Hey guys, good morning. We're going to hang out on the website today and we're going to take a look at long trades versus short trades, the volume on each of our coins. And then we're going to actually be taking a look at the market cap strength. Are people moving their money into your favorite coin, or are they moving money out of your favorite coin? This to me shows me a really good representation. Is confidence still in your favorite coin, or is it moving away into other coins, which could predict moves up and moves down? So that's what we're going to blast through on this. Real quick, guys, if you have not seen our scalping strategy, there you guys go. It's on the front page. It is starred. Besides Luna, we've not lost a single trade, and we've actually done 32% in the last 23 days, over 1% a day based off that strategy. So that's over at tradeconfident.io. Okay, guys, let's dive in. We're just going to go down the list here. Start with Bitcoin. So coming down here, we're going to look at long versus shorts, and we're going to look at market cap strength today. So long and short volume. The volume of long and shorts is still drastically different over here. And out of all the exchanges, guys, Bitfinex is one that the public has really good data. It's just really, really good data for volume of long for shorts. Longs are clearly overtaking any type of short power in the market for Bitcoin right now in Bitfinex, okay? This to me is a very, very bullish sign because people are delegating more money into Bitcoin, and we're also seeing this from the big whales out there. Looking at market cap strength correlating to the whales, this green line here cannot go up unless big whales are buying Bitcoin and actually, this is the kicker, actually selling other coins. This market cap dominance chart here has to go up if coins are being sold, because it is the percentage of overall crypto in the market that's being delegated to the coin that we're looking at. So let's say there's $1 trillion in the overall crypto market, okay? And this goes up here and money's being filtered into Bitcoin. That means this green line can't go up unless money is coming out of other altcoins. This can be USDT, this can be stable coins, it can be other coins, but money's coming out of other coins in order to purchase the coin that we're currently looking at, okay? And this has been happening a lot. Bitcoin's been going up like crazy. So is there going to be a huge blast off on Bitcoin soon? Potentially. We're kind of seeing the moves over here like this when price action was going down and we start seeing market cap go up. We may be entering into one of these crazy pumps up here pretty soon. So just be aware of that. Also, a kind of a same nature that I saw before was this type of move where market cap moved up. We kind of went into a little bit of a sideways pattern here, moved down a little bit. And that, I believe, was a precursor for whales actually buying up Bitcoin here. And then we saw the jump back up in price. It's pretty amazing what's happening over here. And then one last time over here to show this to you guys, this increase right here of market cap of dominance while price is going down shows the acquisition of Bitcoin at lower prices, pushing us into pump territory. This is one of the reasons, guys, why I think we could be seeing some type of, it's not going to be a parabolic move, but we could be seeing some very bullish signs on Bitcoin here soon. Okay, let's go now over to Ethereum. Let's take a look at this. So on Ethereum, looking at the long versus shorts, long trades actually jumped up here the last few days and actually stayed the same, while during that same period, short trades are moving out. So we have long trades increasing on Bitcoin, the volume is far higher, and we're also having a volume separation right now on Ethereum for long trades versus short trades. Okay, very interesting. Short traders are getting out of the way for some reason. So if you guys still think that crypto's just going to keep crashing down, we're just going to keep going, you know, there may be evidence to say that you're correct. You know, maybe down to like a 1400 on Ethereum, but I'm telling you guys, short traders are moving out and long traders are moving in, which is a more of a bullish sign. Okay. Real quick, intermission here. Access these metrics. It's on our website. We only charge $95 a month. There you guys go. There they all are. Telegram entries and exits, masterclasses, community chat. I go live with you guys every single month in Zoom. So make sure you guys snag that. Okay, I want to show you how to get that. Come back over here. Let's keep going here. We got more to do. Dogecoin. Let's take a look at Doge. Not every chart here is going to have long and short trade data because the public just doesn't have it for Bitfinex, but when they do add it, we'll add them on here for you guys. Okay, so Dogecoin is kind of just, it's sleeping right now. We're not seeing any big movements up and down, and part of that, I believe, is due to the lack of volume over here of longs or shorts. So longs are pretty much staying the same, and shorts are staying the same. And on top of that, do you guys see here that the long and short volume is not terribly different? So that is why we're kind of just staying the same. Coming down here to market cap strength, market cap has been moving down here. Do you guys see where this just went flat right here? But during this time period, we saw market cap kind of move out pretty fast here. That's honestly a little bit of a bearish sign because people are taking their money out of Doge and they're placing it other places. Potentially that could be actually be Bitcoin because that's where we're seeing the biggest jump here. Okay, let's come over here. Let's look at Cardano. Cardano, what's it looking like? This was interesting. We were looking at this and we're like, okay, short trades are actually increasing in volume over here, and they stayed the same, and now we're pushing up here. I thought this was interesting, guys. We saw a move up in the price of Cardano. Long trades moved up during this period and short trades moved out. Maybe this is people getting ready for what I was talking to you guys about yesterday on Cardano, where we could be seeing this move up here and a break of this descending resistance, and this could get actually pretty bullish here pretty soon. So definitely be watching that. I do think in the short term we'll see a little bit of a drop back down, but overall it's looking pretty bullish there. So overall, Cardano not actually looking too bad in the markets here, okay? Let's go down here to Solana. Let's take a look at this guy here. Long and short trades, we're seeing long trades just barely. Let me get in here so we can see this. I would say we're just like barely above on long trades, but short trades are pretty much the same. You might see this on some of the coins. This is why it's very interesting to me. Some of these coins' volume are just so low. Like, again, let me say it again. We're looking at volume here. Literally the volume of long versus shorts. Coming down here, market cap strength. Market cap just moving out. Please hear me out when I say this. Make reference here to what's happening with Bitcoin. Do you guys see how all this money in altcoins is just leaving? It's going back into USDT, USDC, and it's going into Bitcoin. Why is it going into Bitcoin? I don't have that answer, and I don't think anybody really does. Some guesses that we have is that potentially people are taking refuge in Bitcoin instead of putting their money in USDT because people are freaked out about USDT, okay? So Bitcoin is kind of becoming the safe haven right now. It's not going up too high, it's not going low. It's basically just staying where it's at. And then when we see confidence where on Bitcoin, the market cap's going up here like this, the dominance, then people are like, hey, the big whales are in there. Why don't I put my money in there? So they're kind of, taking the risk out of having their money in USDT because they don't know if it's going to crash like Luna and UST. So they're taking their money out of there. This is my theory. And then they're putting into Bitcoin because they're like, hey, Bitcoin's kind of stable right now. If the big boys are putting their money in, they're not just putting their money in to lose a bunch of money. So let's join them. I think that's majority of what's happening. Okay. So I'm looking at market cap strength on VeChain, just staying flat with price. Honestly, this is healthier than seeing price go sideways and market cap move down like on Doge. So VeChain actually is pretty healthy here. Let's continue down. We only have a few more here. Just going to try to blast through this. Thought it'd be a fun thing to do this morning. Matic, looking at, we don't have long and short trade data. Nobody does. So when they do provide that, we will provide it for you as well. Market cap strength, staying steady here. So not much happening. This is just basically following price action here. Something you guys do need to be aware of. If you guys start seeing price go up, and you start seeing, market cap moving down same duration period here, that's a bearish sign. Now, there are moments where you guys will probably see something like this where you're seeing price action go sideways, maybe up just a little bit. Market cap did fall. I was going to say this is probably more of an increase. It's not that terrible of an increase. This right here, looking at this and this slope down right there, that's what concerns me sometimes. It's like, okay, money's coming out, the market's moving up. Why is it happening? Why is there divergence is what that's called. And that's what you guys need to be watching for. Okay, that was Matic. So Matic, it's looking okay. Looking okay as far as the health checkup. Okay, DOT. Let's take a look at this. DOT long trades are still above short trades, and this is important for you guys to watch because look at this. When short trades increased over here, right on this mark, we saw a pretty decent drop in the market. And then funny enough, short trades increased right here, and then the fast move back up was actually probably a short squeeze because people thought it was going to keep crashing, and it didn't, and it moved back up. And then long trades start taking over right around this period, people thinking, oh, we're going up. And then I don't think short traders wanted to actually experience this again. And so long trades have been above short trades this entire time. Guys, something I want you to take away from this analysis right now, we'll keep going, but on a lot of these coins right now, you're seeing long trade volume above short trades, which again is that's that other bullish layer that I'm just seeing in the market. Very, very small, but long trades are just a little bit higher than short trades on Chainlink. I can't wait to get on these charts one day, guys, and see this thing move up here and start to see some type of bullish movement. Okay, when you guys are seeing short trades stay the same, and then you guys actually see long trade volume increase, this could be a precursor for a nice move back up. So watch the metrics every morning so you guys can see that. It's just a fun way to start the day and be like, all right, here's what we're looking at for the charts today and give you guys some good data to do that with. Okay, again, long trades are higher. EOS, volume is higher on long trades than there is for short trades on Bitfinex. That's great. Market cap strength, just staying steady. It's Nobody's doing anything on EOS. This actually, guys, again, it's healthier that the market cap strength stays the same than it does just moving down. Okay, this tells me that people in this coin are just holding. They're saying, okay, I'm not bailing out on this coin. I'm not dumping a ton of money in. I'm just staying consistent and I'm holding in the market. I actually believe that's more of a bullish sign than seeing, I'll make it easy, the green line moving down while price is moving up. Okay, Decentraland, let's take a look at this guy. So market cap staying the same. Again, just a healthy coin that nobody's dumping a bunch of money out of. Nobody's buying a lot. They're just staying consistent here. Let's look at Avalanche, and then we're going to end this with Ape because that's all we got left. Long for short trades. Okay, here's something we should maybe be watching for. Short trade volume is increasing pretty drastically here while long trades are staying the same. Let's see what's going on down here. Market cap strength actually moving up here on a consolidation period. Let's take a quick look at this. What's going on here? Avalanche. Let's take a look at Avalanche here. Let's look at this. Okay. All right, so what we're seeing over here is that short trades increasing, probably on the descending resistance. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably people trying to look to short this right here, back down. So I could see that. But then down here, we're seeing market cap move up. Market cap is most likely moving up because people are looking for the break of this descending resistance right here, looking for this push up here, and then to actually push us to some structures, probably looking for that structure right there, which is the most obvious one to be hitting, which is around $56. So that's potentially why that's happening there. Okay, let's do one more here because it's basically the last coin we've got, and it's on, we'll do Ape and then Sheep because a lot of people wanted to update on Sheep lately. So Ape doesn't have a lot of metrics just because it's, it's just really new. So anyways, here we're at. Long trades, again, are still above short trades. It doesn't always happen like that, though. Look at the short trade volume over here coming into the market, and boom, this thing just drops right after that. So these metrics will help you guys gauge to, at minimum, see what other retail traders are doing. And you guys can kind of spy on their motives and intentions, because when people are shorting up here, a lot of people are like, man, it's going back up, it's going to the moon. Well, if you've got this much short power in the market, it's probably going to see a little bit of a drop back down, okay? So definitely watch that. Longs are increased over shorts though. Market cap strength moving down, okay? Guys, tons of people are just throwing their money into Bitcoin right now. It's just becoming the safe haven coin at the moment. Okay, here's interesting. Okay, let's take a look at Sheep, guys. So Sheep, long trades here are far outweighing the short trade volume. Okay, are people just stocking up on Sheep for some reason? Okay, let's take a look at this. Here's something interesting. The market cap is actually not going up that much. The strength of Sheep, showing us where money's flowing into. That's why we call it the strength of the market cap, because it's showing the overall percentage of market cap. But what is the strength? The strength of a coin is due to the amount of money flowing into that coin relative to flowing out of other coins, like I mentioned to you guys. So here's something interesting. We see long trade volume increasing, but the market cap strength is actually moving down. Do you guys see that where the green line moved down right there? And then this is actually like it's staying up here. That's interesting to me. And even over here where that, let me go back up here. Even where this started to move up right here, that's actually where market cap moved back down. So people who are in SHIB, overall in the crypto market, their money is moving out of SHIB. But for those of the people that are in SHIB, based off long and shorts, longs have drastically increased because that's giving a sentiment that they think SHIB's going to go up. So let's take a look at SHIB real quick. Okay, let's take a look at this. So looking at this, guys, oh man, there's so many pressure points building in crypto right now. This is like the perfect breakout. It's basically a support with a descending resistance. That is what a lot of people are looking for in the market, for markets just to explode. So definitely be watching that. This could see a nice move, but just please use our risk management, guys. And I'll end the video with this. Use risk management. On any of these coins that you guys just saw me go over, go to the bottom of the page, right down here. And then watch this. You guys are going to have 4 different buy limits. Use the different buy limits for each entry that you get into. There's a video down here that I explained to you guys. One of the reasons why we have the healthiest crypto account we can still find on crypto and on YouTube is because we use good risk management. Make sure you guys are doing that, okay? Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video. All these metrics can be accessed over here at tradeconfident.io. Everything for all the charts as well as the masterclasses, all that I went over. And then just, I know I didn't cover it too much in this video. Actually, I didn't cover it all. But for those of you guys getting the indicators are 82% off. So make sure you guys do snag these. They're 82% off. You guys get all of our indicators. The 3 that we mainly use are these 3 right here. So make sure you guys get those. 2 Forex indicators, and then one of our jackpot indicators called the pressure gauge. So lifetime access, one-time purchase. I think you guys are going to love these. You do need these for the scalping strategy. So if you guys want to end this day and you're like, hey, I just want to learn a really good trading strategy, watch this video right here. Literally watch this and you guys will see how we've done 32%. And it makes sense how you're not going to lose trades because of the risk management we're using. So a strategy with good risk management and with really good indicators and confirmation to get in, that is how you guys are going to be making money right now in this market, okay? I love you guys. God bless you. Subscribe if you guys think this was a good video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.